cooking foods is great. So you can be a chef or anything, but what if I can give you a tutorial? So here are some, oh wait, here are some 17 foods of how I could give you a tutorial of being a chef. Yeah. Now, first up is pancakes. So, first up, you get a flour, then 2 cups of water, then you mix it up, put it in the stove or grill, and then you'll give it a flip, and then put it here. Now, if you want syrup, you gotta get a bucket of sugar and put it in a furnace or an oven or a microwave, and then you get a bucket of syrup. Now, so you put it here, and then you can have butter if you want to. You gotta place a butter in. Yeah. Now, and then your pancakes is done. Now next up, pizza. So, pizza is my favorite lunch. Now for pizza, you must get the flour in a bottle or water, and then mix it in, and like a pancake, you must roll a mozzarella, and then your dough is done. Get some tomato seeds, place it in there, and then wait for an hour or 2. You could just take the tomatoes out, and then so whenever tomatoes are done, you gotta mix it up, and your tomato sauce will be done. And then place it in the pizza. Now all we need is cheese. You gotta get milk, then place it in the microwave or oven or furnace, and then you get a bucket of cheese. Then you get the cheese grater or shears. You must, cut the cheese. Now, and then you can put some toppings on it, like chicken, pork, pepperonis, and even mushrooms, and even nether warts. I'm just kidding. You couldn't put nether warts if you don't want to. Or you can. Yeah. Now it's time for free forms of food. First free form food is burger and chippies. First up is chippies. You must get a potato, peel the potato, and then cut it into a rectangular prism shape. Then you fry it, and then you could get chippies or french fries. Now it's time for burger. First you get a bun, and then get a pork. Bend, smash it like a pancake. And then you flip it like a Krabby Patty where SpongeBob does, when they try to flip a Krabby Patty and put it and give it all to the customers. Then you could get some tomatoes, cut it into 2 slices, put cheese and lettuce and bun. Make sure it's in correct amount of seeds on the bun. You can just do a correct one, like 10 or 9 or 11. You could just do seeds whenever you want, except for incorrect seeds. But anyways, it's time for fried chicken. You must get an oil bucket, place it into the cooking spot, and then get a chicken leg, like a drumstick, dip it in there, and voila, chicken wing, or fried chicken wing. And you can put another, and besides then the leg, a head of a chicken. You can just put it in there, and then your fried chicken is done. Now it's time for donuts. For donuts, you gotta get batter. You know how to make batter? You must get flour, milk, eggs, and then you got batter. You must place it to the frying pan, like circle things, and then you flip it over. Now for this of how to make chocolate glaze. First you get sugar, then milk, then chocolate. And then you could just dip the donut from there. And you got a chocolate donut. Good for desserts. Now it's time for something bigger. It's time for different country foods. Now for the categories are Mexican, Asia, and France. First up is Mexican. Here's how to make tacos. So you must get a dough, and then vegetables, meat, and then fold it like a Now, and then the tacos is served. It's time for tamales. Tamales, you could just put beef and wheat and drink, and then you got tamales, and salsa. Any kinds of spicy things whenever you like. Hot pepper and chota and jalapenos or jalapenos or garlic. But you don't need to put garlic if you don't want to. And you can place hot pepper. And now you got your hot spicy salsa. Good. And it's time for now it's caramel cream or cream caramel. Now you could get some hot tea and caramel, and then you put it in the furnace, flip it, and then you got cream caramel. Now it's time for Asia. Now from Asia, it's time for pad thai. You must get noodles, broccoli, prawns, and then you mix it, cook it, and bang! Now sushi, it's up next. Place in seaweed, dried seaweed, and rice, and steamed buns. Wait, no. Put anything from that sushi, like prawns or salmon or avocado. Now it's time for steam buns. You must get a soft dough or like a small dough, and then you must put any Mexican foods, and then you fold it, and then voila, you get steamed buns. Boba tea next. You get boba berries, and then milk and tea mix up together and get a straw, and voila, boba tea. Now it's time for France. For France, it's time for bourreau bourguignon. Bourreau bourguignon is where you could put big beef on it and put any vegetables. Like lots of vegetables. Yeah. Quiche next. Dough. Muffin dough. And then you could put eggs and any sorts of stuff. Now it's time for croissant. You get a dough. Fold it until you get a croissant. Macaroons final. For macaroons, you could get pink cream and white small cream and pink cream also next. Then you place it all together. Now you get a macaroons. That's all for that tutorial.